Welcome back. Government finally agreed to implement one rank, one pension scheme. Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar announced the decision of the government on Saturday. The scheme will be effective from July 2014, which would be with areas and 4 half-yearly installments. Defence Minister said pension will be revised every 5 years. However, veterans are not happy with the announcement. They said government has accepted only one demand and rejected 6 other demands. Veterans informed media that they would continue their protest on one rank, one pension issue.
The government has taken a decision to implement the OROP. In simple terms, OROP implies that uniform pension be paid to armed forces personnel retiring in the same ranks. Under the OROP scheme, the benefit will be given with effect from 1st July 2014. Arrears will be paid in 4 half-yearly installments. All widows, including war widows, will be paid arrears in one installment. 3. To begin with, OROP would be fixed on the basis of calendar year 2013. Personnel who voluntarily retire will not be covered under OROP scheme. An explanation regarding this not covering VRS in OROP shall be provided in the order on OROP to be issued by MOD very soon.
Premature retirement ले लेते हैं लेकिन उनको पेंशन मिलता है. Members of the media जिसको पेंशन मिल रहा है और ये वन रैंक वन पेंशन के ऊपर है, तो ये दूसरा पॉइंट जो अभी आया है हमारे ख्याल से ये ब्यूरोक्रेसी ने इंट्रोड्यूस करवा दिया है. ये कोई मतलब नहीं है. डिफेंस सर्विसेज को ये लागू नहीं होना चाहिए और हमको ये मंजूर नहीं है. हम नहीं सोच रहे कि ये फैसला आज सरकार का ऐसा फैसला है. जो सरकार बोल रही थी कि हमने फौजियों के सभी पॉइंट मान लिए, हमारे हिसाब से उन्होंने 1 पॉइंट माना और 6 पॉइंट निकाल दिए. हमारे हिसाब से ये जो डिसीजन है वो उससे पूरी तरह से हमारी कमेटी और हम सभी पूर्व सैनिक पूरी तरह से सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है.
The Accountant General of Goa is facing hurdles in conducting audit of Mines and Geology Department. Mines Department is not giving any details to the Accountant General of Goa. Accountant General asked for details of revenue collections, but till date Mines Department has not replied. Now Auditors General has sent a reminder to the department stating that preparations of the audit report 2013-14 is getting delayed and to immediately submit the details. A copy of the reminder letter is available with Prudent.
The Accountant General of Goa is presently preparing audit report of 2013-14. Accountant General has asked the Mines and Geology Department to submit details of areas in revenue. Accountant General of Goa seeks collection of royalty, dead rent, surface rent and other revenue collections. Total amount pending collections as on 31st March 2014. Year-wise breakup from 2008 to 2014. Number of cases referred to Revenue Recovery Court but pending as on 31st March 2014. Total amount involved in revenue recovery. Action other than referring to Revenue Recovery Court taken or proposed to be taken by the Department of Recovery of Areas. Particulars of individual cases up to end of 2010-2011, each involving rupees 1 lakh or above. On 16 May 2015, Accountant General had asked for the information, but till date, Mines Department has not given any details. Failing which, Auditor General of Goa has sent reminder to the Mines Department. It has stated that, send required information without further delay. Information required for preparation of Audit Report 2013-14. In case of information is nil, report may be sent as nil. For now, Mines Department is not giving any details to Accountant General of Goa and Enforcement Directorate. Mahesh Gadi for Prudent.
Goa Human Rights Commission has issued notice to Goa government on patients sleeping on floor in GMC Bambolim. Some activists had complained to the commission that patients in hospital are treated on the floor, leading to human rights violation. Commission has asked Health Secretary and GMC Dean to be present before the commission on 25th September.
Goa Human Rights Commission has taken strong cognizance on violation of human rights at Goa Medical College and Hospital. Some activists had filed the complaint with the commission that GMC doctors treat patients on the hospital floor. Activists pray before GHRC that patients should be shifted to other wards where occupancy is available. Patients should be shifted to private wards or VIPs. Patients should be transferred to other government-run medical institutions. Patients should not be kept on floor or on trolley. Present interim report on number of beds, number of patients who seek admission every day. An inquiry committee may be constituted to probe health hazard. Compensation should be determined and awarded to patients whose human rights are violated.
We had filed the case against Goa government through Chief Secretary and Dean of the Goa Medical College. The Human Rights Commission, to begin with, they have issued a notice to the Dean of the GMC and also to the Health Secretary, asking them, fixing the case on 24th September, asking them to be present to personally or through the lawyer.
Commission has asked the Dean of GMC and Health Secretary to be present before the Commission on 24th September. Mahesh Khadi with Devendra Gaukar for Prudent.
The High Court has taken suo motu cognizance for not implementing Supreme Court's directives on safe transport for school children. The court has observed that Goa school bus rules have not been notified even after 3 years and Supreme Court directives are being floated bluntly in the state. The High Court has issued notices to the state government, Director of Transport, Director of Education and DYSP of Traffic of both the districts.
The High Court has taken strong concern over Goa government's failure to notify school bus rules. While taking suo motu cognizance, the High Court has observed that Transport Department takes no action against vehicles illegally operating as school transport. The High Court has taken suo motu cognizance based upon a news item published in local newspaper. The High Court, on the basis of that news article, observed that school children are being transported to schools in a very hazardous manner without taking into consideration the recommendations and guidelines issued by the Supreme Court. The court has further observed that such situations can affect the health and safety of the children while being transported to the schools. The High Court has issued notices to the state government, Director of Transport, Director of Education and DYSP of Traffic of both the districts. The court in its notice has directed them to disclose on affidavit the immediate as well as the permanent measure being taken to ensure safety of children. All are being directed to file affidavit by next date of hearing, that is 21st of September. Mukesh Kumar for Prudent.
Let's take a short break. Stay tuned.